have any prior experience, technical know how, or hard cost. Now, watch till the end because I have a special offer that you don't want to miss, and you're only going to get it by watching till the end. Now, I know we're surrounded by distractions, but this information I'm about to share can change your life. It's literally less than an hour. Okay. And then if you watch this presentation and if it sucks, then you lost an hour of your time, which is not too bad. But what if it's the opposite? What if you get something in here that could absolutely change your life like it did for me, right? So close your Facebook, stop checking your email, turn off your cell phone, and give me your complete attention. All right, so if you're here today, you've likely either heard about me or are interested in building a thriving online business that can give you more freedom. The freedom to quit that 9 to 5 job that you hate, travel the world and work from anywhere, and spend more time with loved ones. And in this short presentation, I'll show you exactly that. What I'm about to share with you took years for me to learn. Nobody else talks about this. So pay full attention and let's get started. So the first thing you might be wondering here is, who is this guy? Who is Sean Dowett and why is he qualified to talk about this? Which is a very good question because I'm a firm believer in only listening to people who have the results that you want, right? So if you're trying to lose weight, you take advices from someone who used to be overweight and they were successfully able to lose weight. If you're trying to build an income online and travel the world and have more freedom, then you want to listen to someone who's done exactly that, right? So let me tell you a little bit about my story. My name is Sean Dowett once again, and my story began just after I turned 18 years old. I was born and raised in Japan, and at age 14, I moved to Hawaii. So my family, we all packed up. We moved to Hawaii. I went to high school in Hawaii. I learned English there, right? And at age 18, after graduating high school, my friend pulled me into a multi-level marketing scheme. And I ended up joining and doing that for a couple years. And to be completely honest, MLM absolutely sucked. I never found success with it. It's not my favorite business model, but it taught me one important lesson. It taught me about a concept called passive income, right? Passive income is making money without directly trading your time. Now, I learned that trading your time for money was not the only way to make money. Up until this point, I thought the only way to make money is to go work a 9 to 5 job, put in a certain amount of hours, and you get paid for that amount of hours that you put in. But I learned that that's not the only way to make money. And with the right business model, generating these types of passive income was possible. And I immediately knew that this is exactly what I wanted because for me, passive income meant freedom, right? When your income isn't dependent on trading time for money, you gain the freedom to spend more time doing the things you love. If you don't have to spend 8 hours a day working just to pay the bills, if you can work an hour a day, let's just say that you work just an hour a day and you have enough passive income coming in that you can go do whatever you want for the rest of the day. That's exactly what I wanted. I didn't want it to be stuck in a job that I hate. So I'm like, this is exactly what I want. And I started pursuing that. I spent thousands of dollars on products, training courses and seminars, and hundreds of hours hustling in the business, only to end up with absolutely nothing. I've worked my butt off and made a grand total of $0. So multi-level marketing, in my opinion, is very, very hard, right? The pro could be that passive income where you kind of have residual income if you're lucky to get in at the top before anybody else. But the con is that it's a ton of work. I had to be an extrovert, which I'm not. I'm very much an introvert. I felt like I was always working. I felt slimy trying to get others into an MLM just for me to make money, right? I hated that part of the business as well. So again, I'm an introvert. I love to share what I've learned from my business, but I don't love recruiting, right? So I hated how my success was reliant on other people. So after 3 years of trying, I knew MLM just wasn't right for me. So over the next 12 months, I tried a whole bunch of different business models because I still didn't give up on this idea of building passive income and having more freedom for myself. So basically any business, you name it, and I tried it, right? Affiliate marketing, I tried that, e-commerce, blogging, YouTube, sales. And while I was doing all this, I worked as a concierge in a hotel to fund the tiny apartment that I lived in with like 5 different roommates because Hawaii is pretty expensive. So I was desperate for something, literally anything to just work for me. And that's when I found this little known business model called e-publishing. Now, by random luck, it's crazy looking back at it, but it's literally pure luck. I met someone who was making a full-time income online without recruiting others, without being an influencer, and without putting out hundreds of blog posts, all while working only a few hours a day. So I'm like, dude, you have to tell me what you do, right? So I asked him that, and he said, I just create these small ebooks and put them up on Amazon, and they keep paying me month after month. So I've never heard of that business model before, and I wasn't sure if it's going to work, but I literally had nothing to lose. So I decided I would try it out with just one book. So what I've done is I basically wrote up a short book on mindfulness. Why mindfulness? Just because it was kind of a trending topic. I was into self-development. So I'm like, hey, I can probably, write a book on this, right? Just, basically learning from YouTube videos and blog posts and kind of compiling information and teaching it in my own way. So I wrote up a very short 40-page book, got the book cover for $5, and it was kind of terrible. But I couldn't believe my eyes when a few days later my phone rang and told me that I had made $3.75 from a sale. So after trying and failing for 4 years, this was literally the first time that I'd ever made money online. And it was so much easier and way faster seeing this success. So this business felt different than others, right? So I basically, after seeing this first ping of sale, I'm like, I'm going all in. So that's me diving headfirst into this business. So for the next 10 months, I just kept adding new ebooks onto Amazon, and my income went from a tiny trickle of $3 or $4 each day and turned into a stream of over $300 worth of daily sales completely on autopilot. Now, obviously, not everyone does this well, but I worked and iterated my approach. And I was finally able to stop worrying about money, right? I wasn't scared of paying my bills. I even bought my parents a nice present. It was an absolutely incredible feeling. Then I hit a ceiling. No matter what I did, I couldn't break through a 10K per month income ceiling. Now, don't get me wrong, 10K per month is amazing, right? I'm not complaining. It was a lot of money, but I knew that I could earn way more if I kept refining my process. Then I realized that I was focused on the wrong things. Until then, I was publishing as many books as I can in practically any topic I could think of, right? I was just thinking, hey, this topic sounds great. Let's publish a few books in the diet niche. Let's publish a few books in the business niche, maybe in some self-help niche, whatever topic that came up, as an idea, I was just publishing in that topic, right? And these books were often short with poor covers and not the best quality. And I realized that I would make way more money doing less by focusing on producing higher quality books in proven niches. So I started to run my e-publishing business like a real business. And that's when literally everything changed for me. I set my own path. Instead of volume, I focused on making great books that people actually wanted to read. Instead of guessing what people wanted, I learned how to actually research what's selling. Instead of only selling on Amazon, I created 7+ income streams from one book. And that's when I was finally able to break through. So I've published far less books, which meant I had to invest a lot less time and money, and my income grew significantly. So I worked fewer hours, spent less money, and I made more. So my income jumped from $10,000 a month to an average of $35,000 a month, sometimes even $40,000 in a month. I had a real business, and my books were like digital real estate properties that collected royalties on autopilot. It would just sit on Amazon, and it just keeps collecting these royalties every single day. But unlike physical real estate, I wasn't tethered to a single location, right? I was able to travel the world and work remotely. I didn't have to go visit my real estate properties and fix up plumbing or fix the toilet or deal with tenants because everything was online. So I built my publishing business while living in Hawaii, in Bali, Thailand, China, Malaysia, and I'm still traveling the world, at this very moment. And I met others who are also traveling the world, living off their publishing income, and they all say the same thing. Out of all the businesses I've tried, e-publishing is by far the most beginner friendly and passive, which I find it very, very interesting. Then after a short while, someone offered to buy my business. So I sold it. This terrible 40-page book, earning a few dollars a week, grew into a great business. And after a few years, I sold it for $820,000. So just like physical real estate, you can sell your e-publishing business for a huge payday. So I didn't create e-publishing, but I like to think that I've perfected the process. And I've shared the same formula with some close friends and business partners, and it worked for them. So I shared it to a bigger group of people who also wanted to learn from me, and it worked for them too. Now we have hundreds of success stories in our private group, from CJ making close to $8,000 a month, Nick making literally $72,000 in a single month, which is absolutely crazy, and Toby making a couple $1,000s a month, despite the fact that he hasn't worked on his business for months because of his health condition. We have members making over $5,000 in book royalties, doing very well. Some are even earning $2,000 a day, which is absolutely nuts. So, tons of people who failed in other business models are finding success with e-publishing. And now I want to share it with you in this training. So, let's get started. What is e-publishing? E-publishing is a process of publishing ebooks straight to online providers like Amazon's Kindle. So, it is called KDP, or Kindle Direct Publishing. So, why is e-publishing so amazing? Well, with a normal business, you have to deal with manufacturing, shipping and handling, storing inventory, website, finding customers, sales calls, customer service, meetings, hiring employees, running payrolls, expensive fees and hard costs. But with an e-publishing business, you literally don't have to do any of this. Okay. You just need to do 4 simple steps. One is to find winning book topics. Two is to create the book, or you can hire experts to do this for you so you don't even have to do it yourself. Three is to distribute the book in online bookstores, and four is to collect royalties. So, would you rather build a business that has 12 plus different steps that you need to learn, each one, just as much complicated as the other, or a business with just 4 simple steps? This is why it's a very beginner friendly business, and this is why I was able to succeed despite failing in all other business models. So you might be wondering, does anyone read books anymore? Well, believe it or not, the number of US self published print books has been drastically increasing year over year, as you can see on this chart. And the KDP royalties paid out by year is also increasing very steadily every single year, which means that people are making more and more and more money doing KDP, right? And the audiobook market, which we're going to talk about later because we're not just doing ebooks, right? I told you how you can turn one book into 7 different income streams. Well, audiobook is one of them. And the audiobook market is expected to grow by more than triple the size of what it is right now by the year of 2030. Okay, so this is a huge industry that continues to grow. E-publishing is a thriving $29 billion industry that's still growing by 16% or more each year. There's a lot of signs that kind of backs up this is going to keep growing, and it's a very, very exciting time to get started. But the demand for books has strong growth projections through 2030, and more than 70% of all US ebook sales are coming from Amazon's platform Kindle. Okay, so, who can do e-publishing? Well, anyone with a laptop and an internet connection. That is all you need. You don't need to have a bunch of inventories or nothing. This business is open in almost every country in the world. It doesn't take a license. And if you're willing to learn and implement the few steps required to build this business, you can do it too. So, today I'm going to show you why e-publishing is the #1 online passive income tool right now and how it's still in its infancy, how you can legally spend a few $100s to build digital assets that you can then sell hundreds or even thousands of times, my simple method to turn one ebook into 7 passive income streams, and how you can just repeat this 4 step formula to build a recession proof and pandemic proof business that lets you directly influence your income for the rest of your life. So you can be successful with this business, and all you need is an open mind, desire to own and lead your own business, a computer with Wi Fi access, basic computer skills, and a willingness to learn from others and share what you learn with our community. You don't need a journalism degree, experience in publishing, 100 books in your mind, 50 hours a week to type, computer science degree, or a ton of money. So before we move forward, I do have to go over this disclosure. Okay. In this presentation, I'll be showing you some outstanding results that my clients and I have achieved. These results are not typical, and not everyone will see the same type of results because this is not a get rich quick strategy, right? It's a real business that can give you life changing results provided that you're willing to put in the work. If you aren't willing to do the work required, then you won't likely see any results. But if you're willing to work hard and follow training, then this may be a good opportunity for you. Because I can't control whether you take action on this or not, I simply cannot guarantee that you'll make any money. Your success will be determined by your actions. All right, so with that being said, are you excited to learn my proven process for building a thriving e-publishing business? Because in this training, I'm going to show you the Road to Hero Accelerator e-publishing system, okay, which is a system that I created, And it's basically 4 simple steps. Step 1 is find hidden bestsellers. I'll show you how anyone can create a 6-figure e-publishing business by finding hidden best-selling ebooks and listing them on Amazon. Step 2 is to build your bestsellers. So I'll show you how to get world-class writers to create your best-selling book for you for pennies on the dollar. And step 3, fragment the incomes. I'll show you how to turn one ebook into 7+ high-value passive income streams. And step 4 is to accelerate growth. So I'll show you a 10-minute strategy for instantly triggering rapid growth in your e-publishing business. Okay, so let's get started with step number 1, finding hidden bestsellers and listing them on Amazon. So let me show you how easy it is to find a profitable book idea right now. So there are many ways to get book ideas, and the easiest way is to list down topics that you're already interested in. Okay, so let's get started with something like, do you have passions, right? I got a friend that, plays guitar, right? So he started publishing, guitar guides, right? How to get better playing guitars. And now he has a 6-figure publishing business. Okay. Do you have any hobbies? I got a friend that makes 10K per month publishing soccer guys or, football, depending on the country you're watching this from, right? So, that could be an option or it could be something else. What about experiences, right? It could literally be anything. Maybe you traveled to Greece recently and you can make a quick travel guide on, best place to see in Greece, right? Those books actually sell very well as well. So, whatever idea you have, start jotting it down into a notepad. So, let's just pretend that you love organizing your home and decluttering for this example. What you want to do is to put that book topic and search for it on Amazon.com and click on the books that shows up under it. Now, once you click on it, you scroll down to the product details section and you will see this section that says bestsellers rank. Okay. So BSR or bestsellers rank is how well the book is selling compared to other books. So in this case, the lower the number, the better it's selling. Because if it says number 1 in the entire bookstore, that means it is the number 1 best-selling book in the entire bookstore in Amazon. So that is the crazy part, right? Amazon literally tells you how many sales a book is getting. So what we're looking for are books with a bestsellers rank of below 80,000. Why below 80,000? Well, a book with a bestsellers rank under 80,000 usually makes around $500 to $1,000 per month on average. So they are great books to model. So going back to this book is 11,445 BSR in the entire bookstore, which is way below 80,000, which means that this book probably is making thousands and thousands of dollars every single month. So the more books you can find that's below 80K BSR, the better the sign that the topic is profitable. So you go back and check the other books that are ranking for this topic, right? And this is what we found. So we have the book on the left here, 11,669, the one in the middle, 29,000, the one on the right, 43,000. So they are all under 80,000 BSR. And just like that, we just found a winning book idea. So at this point, you're confident with your topic because there are dozens of other books selling on the same topic. You've made an educated decision based on research instead of just guessing, which most people do. You know what keywords people are searching for when they look for these books, and selling just became a lot easier. So, this is how I find winners, and this is exactly what I've been training others to do. And this is how our students like Juan made $1,605 in a single day, or Martino here, who made $12,730 in a single month, or Michelle, who sold 298 books and she just got started a few weeks ago. So the secret is finding hidden bestsellers that have high demand but low supply. So hopefully you see how simple that was. And that takes us to step number 2, which is to build your bestseller. So once you have a winning book topic, then obviously we have to go and create that book. Well, in terms of creating, there's 3 different options. Okay. So 1 is to hire a ghostwriter, 2 is to use AI, and 3 is to write it yourself. So let's get started with option number 1, hiring a ghostwriter. What is a ghostwriter? Well, a ghostwriter is a person whose job it is to write material for someone else who is a named author. Basically, it is just someone you pay to write the book for you. But isn't that cheating, right? Well, let me ask you this. What do all of these books have in common? We got people like Richard Branson, Stephen R. Covey. This is one of the best-selling books on personal development, right? We have, Hillary Clinton and a bunch of other very, very famous authors. Believe it or not, they were all written by ghostwriters. So I started a seven-figure e-publishing business and I never wrote a single book as well. So hiring a ghostwriter is a very, very common practice in the publishing world. And it costs anywhere from $250 to $1,500 to get a best-selling author to bring your book to life for you. Now, the simplest way to get ghostwriters is to use ghostwriting companies like the Urban Writers. So let's jump onto my computer and show you how it works. So all you have to do is go to theurbanwriters.com, and if you have a fiction book, then you can click on the fiction package right here. In our case, decluttering is a nonfiction topic, so we will put nonfiction packages right here. And you scroll down and there's different package options and you can choose whatever one that you find fit. All of these four are actually very good, so you can choose from here. You just have to click start now, follow the prompts and send them the book details and they'll write the book for you. So that is pretty much it. Super easy, right? So you just let the writers know what you want them to write about, and then you get your book back a few weeks later. And it's really high quality if you use the writers and designers that I recommend. This is our student Phil, who became a published author following this strategy. And we have students like Will hitting his first $1,000 in a month, or Taufik over here making $5,000 in a single month following the same strategy that I just showed you. Plus, the best part about this is you own all the rights to the book, which is a question that I get often is what if you use a ghostwriter? Do you have to give them ongoing royalties? Do they own the rights to the book? Well, that's not the case. You pay them once and you keep all the rights to the books and all the money that it's going to make later on. Okay. So that is how it works for option number one. And option number two is using AI. So what is AI, or artificial intelligence? Well, artificial intelligence is the branch of computer science that studies machine intelligence. So it's a little confusing, right? So let me summarize this. It's basically a computer that can think and act like a human. You already use AI, so don't fear it. Instead, you want to embrace it. We have AI and autocorrect and autofill. So when you're typing something and Google suggests, hey, this is what you want to search, or this is what you might be thinking, right? That is AI. Alexa is AI. Social media suggesting you content based on what you might like. That is also AI, right? Social media ads, Netflix and Spotify suggesting you content based on what you might like. That is also AI as well. So AI is pretty much everywhere already. And the great thing is, publishing is becoming faster and cheaper thanks to the development of AI tools. Tasks that you used to have to spend hours on or pay someone to do it for you can now be done with AI in literally minutes for free. Like finding profitable book topics fast, write a book outline in minutes, save time researching book topics, craft a compelling book description, generate images for your book, and much, much more. So the best AI tools right now for publishing is ChatGPT and Midjourney. And some books are very easy to make with the help of these AI tools. Like this one right here, Interesting Facts for Curious Minds, 1,572 random but mind-blowing facts about history, science, pop culture, and everything in between. Okay. So I got this paid tool that tells me exactly how much a book is making. And it shows me that this book is making $1,090 to $2,001 every single day in actual royalties. This is not revenue, it's royalties, how much you actually get paid, right? And if you look inside the book content, this is what it looks inside. So it's literally just one interesting facts after another. So you could literally ask ChatGPT to come up with a bunch of random facts, such as asking, can you give me 50 interesting random facts? And it comes up with all of this, right? Which is very similar to the content we just saw in that book. Or you can compile these random facts online. And you might be wondering, isn't this plagiarism? Well, if you just go to online and copy paste it from those articles and just sell it as a book, then yes, of course, it's plagiarism. But if you rewrite the content and deliver it in your own words, then it is okay. Because what makes it original is how you deliver the information. So if you rewrite it using your own words, then that is okay. Now, another kind of book that you can create using AI is something that is more design heavy, like this book, Anxiety Relief Coloring Book for Adults and Teens. So this book right here is making $35 every single day. And this is what it looks inside. You can literally go to Midjourney and use prompt, something like kids coloring pages, relaxing summer scenes, black and white, no grayscale, clear lines, AR 9-11. If you have no idea what this means, don't worry, right? I'm just showing you what kind of images you can generate with these AI tools. So it'll generate these images for you. And these are some of the images that I've generated. This is something that I made myself. And don't you think it looks pretty nice and pretty similar to the kind of images that you just saw in the other book? So in terms of the cost, ChatGPT is free and Midjourney is only $10 a month. So if you're wondering, does Amazon allow AI content? Yes, they do. You just have to disclose that when you're uploading, and that is it. So, option three is to write it yourself. And if you want to write your book, do it, right? There's nothing wrong with it. The pro is that it's absolutely free. You can improve your writing skills as well. But the con is it's definitely slower than outsourcing or using AI. And it's difficult to write more than one book at a time. And it's definitely hard if you're not a good writer, but you can obviously improve on this with practice. So there's absolutely nothing wrong with trying to write a book yourself. Okay. So do you see how creating a book that sells can be a lot easier than you think? So you got your book topic, you created your book. Once your book is ready, it is time to create your book covers. And believe it or not, you can get high quality book covers for a lot cheaper than you think. Option one is just go to fiverr.com and you can get a book cover design for $5 to $35. Okay, so just go to Fiverr, search for book covers, and this is optional, but I put in the budget and I just put under $35 because I want to show you how many options there are for under $35, which is crazy. Okay, so there's over 17,206 gigs that will do it for you for less than $35. Every single one of these that are showing here is less than $35. And some of the designs are amazing. So let me give you a quick walkthrough on how to use Fiverr.com. All you have to do is go to Fiverr.com and type in book covers, click on search, and you'll get a bunch of gigs. So look at the samples and pick whatever one you like. And obviously there's different pricing. So let's just say I want to order a book cover for $10. So I'm going to click on this one. I'm going to choose this professional ebook cover for $10 option, click on continue. And all you do is create an account, which is free, and then just send them the book details and they will make the cover for you in a couple days. Now that was one option for book covers. The second option is using 99 Designs. This will cost you $199, so a little more expensive. It is another great option for high quality book covers, but it's more expensive again. And you can definitely use them, but it is not required. I use 99 Designs sometimes, and I still use Fiverr sometimes as well. So do you see how you can easily get high quality book covers that sells for cheap? And this is how we got students like CJ making close to $8,000 in a month. Chi over here making $847 from the type of book that I just showed you, right? So do you see how you don't have to be a writer to have success with e-publishing? There's so many ways to go about this. And there's really no right or wrong answer, right? It really depends on what you're looking for and what you want. So, if you use a ghostwriter, that is the fastest, but it does cost a little more as well. So if you want to save some money and, don't mind going a little slower, then you can use the other options as well. And no matter how you create the book, you own the rights to it. You can earn royalties. You have the pride as a publisher, and it is also very, very fun. So once you have the book, all you have to do is list the book on Amazon, which all you do is go to kdp.amazon.com, click on Join KDP, click on Create, then click on Create Ebook, and just follow the prompts and upload your book files. It's very, very simple. So your book will be reviewed and approved within 72 hours. And just like that, you are a published author. Your ebook will be live and selling on Amazon, which I think is very cool. But here's where it gets even cooler. Okay. So that takes us to step number 3, income fragmentation. Before we start publishing other books, we need to monetize and automate the income that's coming in from the book you just made. So now that you have the book, you can sell it for an infinite amount of times, right? You don't have to store any inventory because it's all digital files. So it's truly do the work once and get paid forever. On top of that, you can build 7+ income streams from just one book. So this is the closest thing to free money that you're going to get with a book. So first we have KDP, right? This is what we just did. We have our book selling as an ebook format, but we can add 7 more income streams on top of this. The first thing you should do is to turn that ebook into an audiobook, and it's a lot easier than you think. All you have to do is go to acx.com. ACX is Amazon's sister company, which basically handles the audiobook creation process. You just sign up and hire a narrator here, and basically the narrator will create the book within a couple weeks. So just like that, now you have an audiobook version. And audiobooks can be very profitable, as I showed you earlier. We have Christine, who made $10,000 in a month just from ACX audiobooks alone. And we have Joshua, who made $43,000 plus $15,000 from Audible. So that's $15,000 extra from audiobook in a single month, which is crazy. So the next thing you can do is to turn your book into paperback and hardcover through Ingram Spark. So Ingram Spark is another distributor, and what's very very cool is if you upload your book onto Ingram Spark, not only can you turn your book into a paperback and hardcover as well, but they also send your book in a bunch of different places, right? We're talking online stores, independent bookstores, chain stores, even some universities, libraries, and ebook retailers. Like imagine walking into a local Barnes and Noble or Walmart and seeing your book there, right? Obviously, we cannot guarantee that every single book that is uploaded into Ingram Spark will show up in, bookstores like that, but it is certainly possible. So this is the next place you want to upload your book to. After that, you want to upload your book to Draft to Digital. So Draft to Digital will also send your books to a bunch of different places, right? So including Amazon, Apple Books, Barnes and Noble, Kobo, Scribd, Smashwords, and a bunch more. And this is how we have students doing 25% monthly increase in sales through these strategies. Okay. The next is you want to upload your book to Google Play Books. So Google Play Books is Google's, way of trying to compete with Amazon KDP. So they have their own book selling platform there. So we can definitely upload our book there too. Next is Findaway Voices. So Findaway Voices will distribute your audiobook to a bunch of different stores. So once your audiobook is made, you go and upload it to Findaway Voices. And it can go on Spotify, Amazon, once again, Apple, Google, Rakuten, even Barnes & Noble audiobooks as well. So it only takes about 15 minutes to upload your book. And just like that, you have 5 more additional income streams. But we still have 2 more income streams to add from here. Okay. So the next income stream you can add is what we call bundles. And bundles are super cool because you're not paying any extra money or time to create a whole new book that you can sell on Amazon. Bundles are basically compilation books, right? You already have the book files and you're just putting that two together and selling it as a new compilation box set. So many successful authors are doing this, like Sarah J. Maas with the Throne of Glass 8-book bundle, or Harry Potter, a complete collection of 7 books. And it's not just fiction, it's nonfiction as well, and even children's books. Okay, so bundles are a whole new book that you can sell and make money for free because you already have the book files. And it often sells better because the perceived value of these books are a lot higher, and it's a better deal for the customer as well. And the final strategy is rarely used by the average person, but it is arguably the most powerful, and that is translating your books. And we're talking German, French, Italian, Spanish. There's so many different languages you can translate your books to. But when you translate your book, you can tap into a whole new reader base. Amazon has more than 30 listing categories globally, buying customers in 180 countries, 109 fulfillment centers all around the world, and 11 global marketplaces. Okay, so just like that, you just turn your book into 7+ different income streams. And just as a side note, we all know this quote: the average millionaire has 7 sources of income, right? So I'm not saying just by publishing an ebook, you're going to be a millionaire overnight, but you can certainly build towards that. And depending on how much work you put in, it is definitely possible because I've done it myself through e-publishing. So just by following these steps, your chances of making sales from your book is very high. But there is one thing that you can do to explode your sales. And that is step number 4, accelerate your growth with a 10-minute strategy for instantly triggering rapid growth in your e-publishing business. So now you have a great book. It is distributed on many platforms. It is in many different languages. The next step is help people find your book. Now, by having your book on Amazon, you're already tapping into millions of shoppers. But how can we get more, right? How can we get more customers than what we're already getting now? Well, that is with Amazon advertising. So Amazon advertising is when you see this little sponsored icon on Amazon when you're searching for books. And why this is a smart idea is because, number one, you're instantly on page 1 of Amazon, which typically gets the most sales. It can cost only pennies to get someone to click on your book. The way Amazon ad operates is you only pay when someone clicks on your book. When someone clicks on your book, you know that they're interested and they have a high chance of buying, and you only pay when they click on it. And usually those are just few cents. So that is why it can be very, very profitable. You can also run small tests before investing more into advertising. So you can start very small. So this is how Anchor made $12,000 in a single month. These ads are simple and takes about 10 minutes to set up once you know how. So it's actually a lot simpler than you think. Now, the best part about this is the competition. So if you look at this example here, we search for a very generic phrase, meditation. You can see that there's only a few books that is running ads to this keyword meditation based on the sponsored icon that you see here. And on top of that, it has to be a meditation book. And on top of that, it has to be a paperback book, right? And on top of that, you can run ads to so many different keywords and topics. So because of these different filters, the competition is actually very low when it comes to Amazon ads. So many people feel stressed about spending money on ads. Well, don't, because try to think of one good company that doesn't advertise. But on top of that, if you sequence it smartly, you can reinvest your royalties into your advertising. This means that you don't have to pay anything out of pocket because you're just paying through your royalties. And if the ads aren't profitable, then just switch them off. It's not like you have to keep running them. So you can start very, very small and you can just keep going only if it's working for you. So that was the Royalty Hero Accelerator e-publishing system. And all you have to do is keep repeating these 4 simple steps over and over again to build your income as big as you want. And yes, hopefully you see that the process is that easy. Yes, you can write these books at a low cost. Yes, the ebook market is growing rapidly. And yes, you can get your books seen by millions of people with this system. And yes, you can make a lot of money through royalties. So if you're wondering, this all sounds good, but does it actually work? Well, I cannot guarantee how successful you will be in this business because it really depends on how much you put into it. But we have a ton of students making $7,500 in a month, $5,000 in a month. Josh made $6,000 in a month, and we have another student doing close to 3,000 pounds in a month. And these are just 4. We have a ton more, as I showed you earlier. And we have a lot more success stories like this. So the next objection that I hear often is it's too saturated, right? So you have to understand that no business has absolutely zero competition. If there's zero competition, that probably means that it's zero profitability as well, because if no one else is doing it, it means that it's not profitable. Okay. But e-publishing has minimal competition compared to others. So if you see all these yellow dots, those are physical products on Amazon, people doing other businesses like Amazon FBA. And if you see these red dots here, these are how much products there are on Kindle. So the competition is significantly less. Now, if you think you can't do this business because you're not a writer, well, I just showed you how to leverage expert ghostwriters and AI. So, hopefully we kind of covered this question. But I produced over 200 books. I never wrote a single one, and I did just fine. Okay. So, what if I'm not an expert? Well, you have to understand that the value of the book comes from organizing the information in an easy to follow way, not from having new information. So, it's very hard to find new information nowadays because everything is online, right? But the thing is, the information is everywhere. If you're trying to learn a certain topic, you have to scour a bunch of YouTube videos. A lot of them are crap, right? And you have to read a bunch of posts and you waste a lot of time. So the value is not to have new information, but the fact that you compile all those good information, you did the research for the customer, you laid it out in a step-by-step, easy to follow manner, which is your book. And the value is, once again, you're saving your customer time. And that's the reason why a lot of people buy books, is to save time. And that is a huge value. Okay. Plus, a lot of the profitable book topics that I showed you has nothing to do with being an expert. A book about interesting facts, you don't have to be an expert to write that. Creating coloring books, you don't have to be an expert, right? So there's a lot of books that you can create. Now, what if I don't speak good English? Well, believe it or not, some of our biggest success stories are from international students. We have Juan making $26,000 in royalties in just 1 month. He's from Mexico, right? Martino over here, I believe he lives in Germany and made $12,000 in a single month. Anchor over here lives in India. He made $23,000 in a single month. Heck, English isn't even my first language. So what if I don't have the money or time? Well, if you don't have the time, you can hire others to write the book for you. If you don't have the money, then you can write the book yourself. So no matter what the circumstances, there's always a way to build this business. So can I do it, right? If you feel like you don't fit the part, you don't have the skills, you don't have time, you're not creative, you can't own a business. But the truth is, everyday people just like you and me are having success with e-publishing. I truly believe that this is one of the most beginner-friendly business that you can start. And basically anyone can succeed with this if you work hard enough. So if you're thinking, yes, e-publishing sounds great, I can see that it works, but is there a better business model out there? Well, let's compare e-publishing to other business models. There are essentially three types of businesses, right? We have service based business, physical products, and digital products. Service based business is something like agencies, freelancers, and contractors. So, the pro of a service based business is that you can start with relatively low costs. But the con is that you're working with demanding clients. You have to constantly find new clients because it's very hard to keep one. It is very time consuming because you're paying for your service, right? So, you have to perform the service for them. It's not passive at all for that reason. It has zero time freedom. And yes, you can make money, but most likely you will hate your job because it's not really a business. It's a job that you have online, right? Providing service for other people. What about physical products? Well, these are Amazon FBA, drop shipping, e-commerce, those kind of businesses. And the pro is that you might see your products in stores if you scale enough. It might be cool to walk into a Walmart and see your product if you actually get that big, which is, obviously you're very successful at that point. But that's the only pro that I can honestly think of because, for the con, you have to deal with manufacturing. You got to deal with shipping and handling. You have absolutely no control, right? Remember COVID? Physical product business got shut down for 2 years straight because of COVID. You have no control. Like it just happened, right? Storing inventory, you have to deal with that. Customer service, you got to deal with low profit margins and you have no location freedom because you're dealing with inventory. And the last one is digital products. And this is something like e-publishing. Now, the pro of a digital product based business is that it has extremely high profit margin. There's no manufacturing, no shipping and handling, no inventory. It has instant delivery. There's no customer service. By the way, this is only for e-publishing, right? Other digital product based business will have customer service. So it's really just a unique benefit to e-publishing thanks to Amazon handling everything. It is the most passive business that I know of, and it has complete time and location freedom. And the con is that you still have to do the work. It's not a get rich quick scheme, right? So you still have to build it up. But once you do, I think it's an amazing business model. So, out of all digital product based businesses out there, e publishing by far has the lowest learning curve and is the most passive. And unlike other business models with e publishing, you can choose to work whenever you want, wherever you want. And I want to compare real estate versus e publishing real quick because I feel like e publishing is essentially digital real estate, right? So, with traditional real estate, it's very, very expensive to start. It's a lot of work. Things keep breaking, right? Plumbing, toilet, you have to deal with tenants harassing you at 2 a.m., right? And it's a lot of money just to make a couple $100s a month, a couple $1,000s a month, right? You can make monthly passive income, which is great, and you can sell the property for a big exit. But with e-publishing, it's way lower startup costs. It has minimal work. Nothing breaks because it's all digital. It absolutely has zero customer service. You can potentially make the same amount of money or more with e-publishing while investing significantly less than real estate. How can I say that? Well, I also invest in real estate, right? So I can compare the two and I can tell you from experience. So you can build your own digital real estate empire with e-publishing. I believe that creating an e-publishing business where you find, create, and sell ebooks is the easiest way to make passive income in existence right now. So let me ask you this. Did I stick to my word? When I said in the beginning of this training that I'll show you the easiest way to make money online that I know of, did I stick to that promise? Well, now I want to ask you an important question. Do you think you could use the strategies that I gave you today to shorten your learning curve and find success faster? I created this system out of necessity because I didn't have a plan B. It took months of pain, effort, and wanting to give up, and I showed you the path that I followed to success. So, if it's okay, I'd like to spend a few minutes talking with you about a community that I lead. It is filled with people just like you who want to get started in e publishing. I've broken the secret on how to effectively publish on KDP and have fun doing it. So, over the past year, I've been happy to share my techniques with others like you, and we have an amazing community, and I'd like to tell you about it. So let me introduce you to Road to Hero. Road to Hero is a proven e-publishing business program that leverages AI and other tools I've developed to help people like you start your own business and benefit from its success. So I truly believe that there's literally never been a better opportunity to build this business than right now. And if you want to take control of your financial future, run a fun business that can earn sizable royalties, have work-life flexibility, follow a proven step-by-step system that leaves no guesswork, and finally start or grow that business that you've always dreamed of, then Road to Hero is specifically for you. So, who is this program for? Well, if you want to publish about passion topics for extra income that'll fund your kids going to summer camps, it could be for you. If you will publish anything that will generate good royalties and has hopes to make it a full-time career publishing, or if you want to publish educational books because you're bored of the books available for your kids, could be for you too. And if you want to publish the book that is floating in your mind, this could be for you as well. What would running a very successful e-publishing business mean for you and your family? Would that mean financial independence? Perhaps more time to spend with your family and loved ones? Would that mean work flexibility, pride in owning a business, maybe donating more to charity, right? So here's what you get inside the program. First, you get the private members area, which is a clear and concise step-by-step videos that'll show you exactly how to get set up and running with the Royalty Hero system, even if you don't have any prior experience in failed high school English. But let me show you live how it looks inside, and this is how it looks with a bunch of modules and a bunch of bonuses inside. So inside the members area, you'll find a introduction module, module number 1, which is the mindset, module 2, choosing your niche, module 3, creating your best-selling book, module 4, I'll show you how to launch the book, module 5, Amazon ads, module 6, building your audience and building your fan base, module 7, we'll talk about audiobooks and going beyond Amazon, module 8, I'll show you how to scale your publishing empire, I'll even show you how to sell your business if you want to, like I did. And module 9 is automation. So how to create systems to automate every aspect of your business so that I can start growing without you. So nothing is held back with this training. It gives you clear and concise step-by-step instructions on how to use the same system that I've used. So you will get immediate access when purchased, all future updates included, and access to other e-publishers in our community. So after coaching hundreds of people, I realized that the number one predictor of success in this business was the ability to ask questions and get real support. So that is why I'm also including 6 weeks of live coaching, where you will have live Q&A sessions every week for 1 to 2 hours so that you can ask me and my coaches questions at key stages as you build your e-publishing empire. We'll dive deep into the lessons of the Royalty Hero system so that we leave no stones unturned and you fully understand the system. And along with that, you can also meet all the other students and learn from their experiences and results as well. So all coaching calls are recorded. So if you can't attend it live, you can always watch the recording as well. So here's what you're getting inside. You get the private members area and the coaching program. But you might be thinking, these trainings get full. So what if my questions aren't answered? And that's exactly why I'm also including the 2 one-on-one coaching calls. So we'll give you 2 coaching sessions so that you can get personalized attention and coaching while you're creating your first ebook and automating your business. So call number 1, we're going to go over selecting your book ideas and keywords. And call number 2, we'll review your finished ebook to make sure it's high quality and upload it into Kindle properly. And this is probably one of the most valuable bonuses that we can offer because it's literally one-on-one coaching sessions with a coach who's done exactly what you're trying to do, right? And this is how we have students like Taufik hitting $5,000 a month in income and are not hitting $10,000 a month. Also stating that this is a group with the best advices and best average earning by student he's ever seen. So once again, here's what you're getting inside. You get the private members area, the coaching program, and the accountability plan. So if you're worried that you still might be stuck after all this coaching, then don't worry because we also will include 1 year of email support. So if you ever need help with anything technical or you have a quick question about e-publishing that you can't find the answer to, then just reach out to our expert email support team as often as you need. They're trained in e-publishing and are actually making money with the Royalty Hero system, so they will be able to answer your questions, or they can even send you a quick Loom video to help you out as well. So we hire them to help you, so please use them. So again, you're getting the private members area, coaching program, accountability plan, and the support platform. And if you're thinking, what about you, Sean? Do I get to interact with you? Well, yes, that's why we're also including the access to our private community, which is our Facebook group. So you get full access to our private community with me, my coaches, all my top students inside. And, it's really my goal to answer every single question posted in here. So you'll be able to get feedbacks from me personally. And we're all in here actively helping and supporting each other. And it'll be a hub of activity, announcements, and motivations for you. Also, all the success stories that I showed you in this training is taken from this Facebook group. And we didn't request any of our students to post this, right? They hit their milestones, they got excited, and they wanted to share with the group because we have a really active, community that's happening there. And that's why we got students like Mudasir saying that he's fired up after watching our recent call. Okay, so here's what you're getting inside. Once again, the private members area, coaching program, accountability plan, support platform, and the community as well. All right, so you might be thinking, okay, but I'm not a writer or a savvy business person. Well, don't worry because we're also including our done for you templates, checklists, and content. So we've taken all our proven done for you templates and resources and put them in here. So you will get access to our book title resources, cover ideas, book ideas, software applications, websites and resources that we use, and much more. So this is designed to accelerate you towards success and give you everything that you need to start seeing your first sales in the shortest time possible. So look, we've already done 95% of the work for you. So you're getting the private members area, coaching program, accountability plan, support platform, the community, the done for you profit vault. And again, I truly believe this is the ultimate lifestyle business. If you want to have a business that you can work on the side and build it up to a full-time income while working anytime you want, wherever you want, because all you need is a laptop and a Wi-Fi, then I sincerely do not know any other business that is better than e-publishing. Okay. So the big question is, how much does it cost? Well, a business owner friend asked me once if I would be willing to teach my techniques to him for $20,000. Now, it was gratifying to hear that others saw the value of what I built, but my intent is to make it fun and easier for people to succeed in e-publishing. So I won't sell my techniques for $20,000. Now, remember that you don't need advanced skills to ship or post anything. You don't need access to inventory and warehouses. You don't need to deal with returns and customers nagging you. You don't need a website, and you don't need to do it all by yourself. We also have dozens of support staff and coaches that are all helping you and supporting you, so I am supposed to pay them. Now, if all this did was give you an extra $5,000 per month, would it be worth it? Here's what you're getting inside. You're getting the private members area, the coaching program, the accountability plan. So the total cost is just $597 today and only 3 additional monthly payments of $597. Now, we're also offering a 180-day money-back warranty because we're so confident in our programs that you have literally 6 months to go through the program. And if you're not satisfied with the training after you complete the program, publish your first ebook, and participate in all coaching sessions, then you can reach us and you can email us at support@roadtohero.com and we'll give you a full refund. So we're trying to do as much as we can to support you in your success. And when you sign up right now, I'm also going to give you a few more free bonuses. Free bonus number 1 is access to our vetted freelancers. We'll give you recommendations on who the best freelancers are to work with on your books, because there's a lot of freelancers that's going to tell you or promise you all these things like, hey, I can write the book for you, I can create the cover designs for you, but most of them suck, to be honest. So it takes a lot of time to vet the ones that are actually good. So to help you avoid that headache, we have a list of go-to freelancers that we're just going to give it to you. So we'll give you access to our low-cost writers, access to the best cover designers that we work with, and you won't need to look for them or do any research because we've already done that for you. Okay, so this will save you time and effort because you won't ever make the mistake with who you work with. Free bonus number 2 is 150 profitable book ideas. So if you're worried that you won't be able to find profitable book topics, well, don't worry, because I'm literally going to give you 150 examples of profitable book niches that you can just pick one and get started. Okay. So we've already done all the research for you. So just go through the different ideas and choose one so that you can be sure that your book will be profitable before you even get it made. And success just became easier, faster, and more predictable thanks to this bonus. Free bonus number 3 is the low and medium content masterclass. So we'll give you a whole bonus module on how to create short, low content books that you can get made and selling in the next few days. These types of books are perfect for AI tools like ChatGPT to create, essentially the ones that I showed you, like the trivia books, like the coloring book. And there's a ton of other types of books that you can create that are quick, cheap, and you can start making money as soon as possible. So you can do really well with just these books, and it's an easy way to get started. So we will also include this bonus. Free bonus number 4 is the e-publishing success case studies. So it contains in-depth interviews and stories from our most successful students. And not only will this inspire you and motivate you, but it'll give you different ideas and strategies to use because everybody kind of has their own way of doing things. So you get to learn from other actually successful students and learn how they did it, and you can apply that information into your own business. So it also allows you to learn in different ways, which helps your brain to understand the lessons. Free bonus number 5 is the Amazon Ads Masterclass. So this is the fastest path to rapid growth, and we'll show you step by step how we set up and run our ads to get explosive results. Plus, we'll show you the best ads that we've used so that you can copy them. You don't have to figure it out yourself because you can just copy what we're already doing. So we'll show you how you can put $1 in and get $2, $3, or even $5 out. So here's what you get inside. You get the course, private members area, the coaching program, accountability plan, support platform, the community, done for you profit vault, the 180-day 100% money back warranty. And on top of that, you're getting the free bonuses, which are the access to our vetted freelancers, 150 plus profitable book ideas, low and medium content masterclass, publishing success case studies, Amazon as masterclass. So you can either pay in installment plans, so that's $597 today, or it's a little cheaper, obviously, if you pay in full. If you do pay in full, that's $1997. So at this point, you only really have three options. Option number one is to start your e-publishing business today and make tomorrow extraordinary. Option number two is forget about what I shared with you and research other ways to transform your life as a business owner. And hopefully I kind of made it clear, comparing e-publishing and all the other business models and why e-publishing I believe is the best way, because I tried it out, right? I tried out all the other business models, and it was significantly harder than what I'm doing right here with e-publishing. But if you do still decide to do something else, I'm not going to judge you. I will respect your decision, and I hope you do well. And the last option is you do nothing and expect tomorrow to be just like yesterday. And this is the option that I don't want you guys to take. Whether you choose e-publishing or whether you choose another business, I really hope you go and move forward, because it's possible to change your life by building a business for yourself. So if you want to start or grow that business that you've always dreamed of, follow a proven step-by-step system that leaves no guesswork, take control of your financial future in hours each week, and increase your income, then Royalty Hero is specifically for you. So obviously you have other options to earn additional income, but do you like them more than owning your own publishing business? Do other business models have the same level of ownership or flexible hours or royalties? So once again, here's everything that you get inside. So, I built this training to help people, and I wanted to really show you the potential of e-publishing and how to get started. And hopefully I've done that in this training. But not only that, but I wanted to show you what kind of business to look for, because there's a lot of businesses that you go and build, and yes, you can make money, but then you go on and hate your life because you're working with a bunch of clients, you're doing customer service all day long, and it just sucks, right? Yes, you're making money, yes, you quit your job and now you work online, but it's basically just like you quit your 9 to 5 just to work another job online, right? You built a business that became your job. And so you really want to choose a business that you can build towards freedom. And out of all the business, once again, e-publishing, I feel, is the closest thing to that. So that's why I wanted to share you this, and hopefully you see that more clearly now. But whether you do e-publishing or not, it's up to you, right? I'm not here to pressure you. You don't have to join. I'm not going to tell you that if you don't order right now, then you won't be able to join our community. Okay. However, I will tell you this. My experience has shown that if people are passionate for change, they're more successful if they act more quickly to start down the path of owning their own business and financial futures. Okay. So obviously you're here because you're looking for something more. If you weren't, you wouldn't be here, right? You know that you deserve something more. You see so many others starting their own businesses as side jobs or as primary income streams. Others have the freedom that you wish you had. And deep down inside, you know that you have the potential for great success in a business that you own and manage, right? And for the first 4 years, I didn't believe I could make it happen. And I was failing and failing and failing until I found e-publishing. I finally started seeing success and having the freedom for myself. Then I can truly tell you from experience that it is the most amazing feeling to wake up whenever you want to, go and do whatever you want, travel anywhere you want to. I'm going to a new country every couple months, and I just work whenever I want to. And it's this level of freedom is the greatest thing ever. Okay. So again, no pressure, but if you're ready to have tomorrow be better than yesterday, then join our community, go through the program, and let's get started. So my only request is whether you have success through our programs or, maybe you go and figure it out yourself because you went through this training and you know what to do, right? After you crush it and you're enjoying the royalties and hopefully living the life that you want with financial independence, look in the mirror and celebrate that person, because that person is the one who made the decision to act and take advantage of this great business model. You're the one that made it happen. It's not because of me. It's not because of anybody else. You're the one that decided that you're going to do this. You're the one that took action and made it happen. Here's exactly where my marketing team will tell me that I'm supposed to give you something to join today for me to entice you to join our program. But I'm not going to do that, right? Because I told you I wasn't going to pressure you. I want you to join today only if you are committed, ready to take ownership for your financial future, motivated and ready to enjoy business ownership, and if you're excited to produce great books that people are actually excited to read and share with their families. So, one last time, this is everything that you get inside. So, from the course, private members area, coaching program, accountability plan, support platform, community, done for you profit vault, 180-day money back warranty, as well as a bonus access to vetted freelancers, 150 plus profitable book ideas, low and medium content masterclass, publishing success case studies, Amazon as masterclass. So you have two options to join if you do decide to do so. And the link to join should be around somewhere here, whether in the bottom or on the side. I don't know where it's going to be, but it's going to be on the screen. Okay. And with that being said, thanks for making it to the end of the training. Hope you enjoyed it. And hopefully you have a better understanding of what kind of a business you want to start for yourself. And if that is e-publishing, then hopefully you understand how to exactly get started through this training. So whether I see you inside the Road to Hero program or not, I just want to thank you for making it till the end. And thank you for giving me your time. So thank you so much for watching this training and take care. All right, guys, welcome to the